what you want, what you want.
Well, John, did you see that video that was posted? It's gone viral on Facebook. That guy's name is Joshua Feuerstein.
Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Keep rolling, 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 rolling.
Something like that, where he did that 3-minute video where he was, I think the name of the video was Evolution Destroyed in 3 minutes or something like that. He came back and that's, I guess, he saw that it had really taken off, and he came back and gave even more useless, futile arguments. So, and I decided not to respond anymore. I actually did a refutation to all of his claims, and the second time around, I thought, this man is sending, not receiving. You know, I'm just wasting my time.
You know, one of the things that I find absolutely ludicrous and laughable about the evolutionary theory, particularly watching some of these documentaries, is the commentators are constantly saying things like, well, the Alaskan sea turtle, I think I just made that animal up, but the Alaskan sea turtle decided that it wanted to no longer live on land but live in water, so it developed an aquatic breathing system and now lives in the ocean. Really? That's like me telling you that an NFL wide receiver decided that he wanted help catching passes, so he grew a third arm. How ridiculous is that? That somehow an organism can reach the point of mental ascension that it just decides that, hey, I want to grow a new appendage or develop a new breathing system. That is ridiculous. Now, I realize that people say, well, this happened over millions and millions of years. Really? Because it would have to happen within the short span of an organism's ability to mate. Because what would happen was I would have to decide that I needed a third arm, and then another girl would have to decide that she needed a third arm. Then we would have to get together and have babies with third arms.
No, not really. That's not it at all. I can tell nobody has even attempted to try to explain evolution to you, or you can't fucking use Google. Try it sometime. It does have some answers that your shitty little book doesn't have. Your whole definition here of what evolution is of course bogus. Let's just assume this turtle that you've invented is actually real. It wouldn't decide that it wanted to have aquatic shit. What would actually happen is that for some reason the turtle would need to live in a more aquatic environment. So it would have to venture out. And the ones that were being born that were better suited for it, well, they were able to survive better. And because they were able to survive better, they were able to mate. And then the ones that were even better suited for the environment out of their generation, they would mate. And so it would gradually change after time, and it would get to a point where it's like, oh, hey, they have that ability now. It's not like the turtle went, gee, I want to go and live over here now. And so he did, and after just one generation, he pooped out another species. That's not how it works. And frankly, I'm getting tired of creationists not doing basic research on these principles that are so easy I could teach it to my 4-year-old son.
But let me explain to you the real inherent problem with evolution. I think that evolutionary theory is really I think it's the cause of all these kids that are shooting people at high schools and all of these people that are depressed and have low self-esteem and all of these people that are committing suicide. I really think that we've somehow ingrained this concept into people that, well, evolution says that our body's worth about $1. If you break all of our elements down, that we're really worth only about $1. That human life is just, well, it's an accident. It came from some cosmic bang. So guess what? That means that people have no inherent value.
Okay, so basically evolution says that we're about $1. I'm not exactly sure where you pulled that from, but I'm guessing it's the anal region. And so now, if I'm understanding this correctly, you're saying that these mass shootings that we've been experiencing are the result of people believing in evolution. Why are there so many shootings in churches? Even in creationist churches. I mean, it's not like these people just all of a sudden, maybe evolution is true. I'm gonna go and kill people. That's not how it works. Evolution doesn't say you're worth nothing. Evolution has no say in the matter of whether or not you're worth anything. It just explains how shit changes over time. Oh, and if you really want to start talking about money, how about 50 shekels for your daughter and her virginity? How does that sound? I hope you have a daughter. Well, if I'm Christian, it doesn't matter the age, because, you know, God obviously doesn't care about that. So, here's 50 shekels. I've got it. I'll get 50 shekels. You just bring your daughter here and make sure she's a virgin. You know, don't fuck her before you get over here. Okay? I want the virginity.
I think it's ridiculous. I think that if people understood that there was a creator and a God that loved them, that made them, that they were formed and fashioned in his image, then there wouldn't be as much suicide, because people wouldn't think that they were just some cosmic accident that happened from some celestial soup, but no, that they would realize that they were born with purpose, that they were born with intent, that God has a plan for their life.
There wouldn't be as much suicide if people just believed in your God. Really? Because I do believe a fair number of Christians commit suicide every year. And it's not because they believe in evolution. You act like it's some kind of cure-all thing that's just going to take away all the problems. It's not. If it were, then every child who devoutly believed in God, wouldn't get raped or molested. How is that a loving God that sits by and watches a small child get raped, molested, and abused? Sits back there and says, no, this is for your own good. This is part of my good plan. And just because you believe in me doesn't mean I'm going to change your plan. I don't care about prayers. This is my plan. That's the God you support. You would say that my worldview has no ability to say that that is wrong. I disagree. Because there is no benefit to a child being raped. If you objectively look at all the players in that scenario, the suffering of one totally decimates the equation. But no, for you, all that guy has to do is say, God, please forgive me and I believe in you. That's all he has to do. Doesn't matter what he does after that, because he can always just ask for forgiveness again. That's the God you support. Thank you for watching this video. Please do like, comment, subscribe, and share this guy out.
So would you take a moment, would you click like, comment below, and please take a moment to click share and share this little message of hope with somebody that might be hurting or need help.